The call from the hotel. The phone vibrated on the kitchen counter, its buzz slicing through the silence of the empty house like a scalpel. I froze, a half-peeled orange in my hand, the citrus tang sharp in my nose. The screen glowed with an unknown number, and my gut twisted, a primal instinct that something was wrong. It was 11:43 p.m., and my wife Lena was 3 states away at a medical conference. I answered, my voice rough from disuse. "Hello, Mr. Daniel Carter." The voice was clipped, professional, laced with a tension that made my spine stiffen. "This is Raymond Holt, head of security at the Grand Meridian Hotel. I need to speak with you about an incident involving your wife." My heart lurched, the orange slipping from my fingers to the floor with a dull thud. "Is she okay? Was there an accident?" Images flashed. Lena's car skidding on icy roads, her face pale in a hospital bed. But the man's pause was too long, too heavy. "She's unharmed, sir. But we've had a situation. I'd prefer to discuss this in person, but given the distance, I'll be direct. We found Mrs. Carter in a compromising position with another guest. I thought you should know." The world tilted. The kitchen's dim light seemed to pulse, the hum of the fridge growing louder, oppressive. "Compromising?" My voice cracked, a stranger's. "What does that mean?" Holt cleared his throat. "She was in another guest's room, sir. In a state of undress. The other guest's spouse caused a scene in the hallway, and we intervened. I'm sorry to deliver this news." I sank into a chair, the wood creaking under my weight. My mind raced, grasping for logic. Lena, my Lena, who kissed me goodbye 2 days ago, her lavender perfume lingering on my shirt. Lena, who texted me this morning about a boring keynote speech. Lena, who couldn't have done this. "There's a mistake," I said, my words brittle. "She wouldn't." "I understand this is difficult," Holt said, his tone softening but firm. "We have security footage if you need confirmation. I can arrange to send it." "No," I snapped, my chest tight. "No footage. Not yet." I hung up, my hand trembling. The phone felt like a live wire, burning my palm. I stared at the counter, at the orange peel curling like a question mark. My mind churned. Lena laughing at my bad cooking, Lena curled against me on the couch, Lena's eyes avoiding mine last week when I asked about her late nights at the hospital. I opened my phone, scrolling through our texts. Her last message, sent at 9:12 p.m. "Dinner with colleagues, exhausted. Love you. Love you." The words mocked me now. I typed a reply, deleted it, typed again. "Call me." My thumb hovered over send, but I couldn't press it. What if she lied? What if she didn't? The house was too quiet, the kind of quiet that amplifies every thought. I poured a whiskey, the glass cold against my lips, the burn doing nothing to dull the ache. I remembered the first red flag, subtle, dismissible. Lena's phone face down on the nightstand, a new habit. Then the extra hours at work, her distracted smiles, the way she'd flinch when I touched her unexpectedly. I'd chalked it up to stress. Her residency was grueling, her dreams of being a surgeon consuming her. But now those moments felt like puzzle pieces snapping into place. Called her. It rang 4 times before her voicemail chirped, bright and professional. "This is Dr. Lena Carter, please leave a message." The sound of her voice stabbed me, familiar yet alien. I hung up, my breath shallow. The clock ticked past midnight. I paced the living room, the carpet muffling my steps, the shadows of our wedding photos mocking me from the walls. Her smile in those frames, wide, unguarded, felt like a lie. At 12:47 a.m., my phone lit up. "Lena." I answered, my voice a low growl. "What the hell's going on?" "Dan." Her voice was shaky, thick with something, guilt, fear. "I saw your text. I was asleep. What's wrong?" "Don't," I said, my throat tight. "The hotel called. They told me everything." Silence stretched, a chasm between us. When she spoke, her words were careful, measured. "What did they say?" "They said you were in another man's room. Half naked." "Care to explain?" A sharp intake of breath. Dan, it's not. It's not what you think. Her voice cracked, and I hated how much I wanted to believe her. I was helping a colleague. He was drunk sick. I was just... Stop, I cut her off. Don't lie to me. Not now. My hands shook, the whiskey glass clinking against the table. Who is he? Dan, please. It's not like that. I swear. Her words tumbled out, desperate. It was a mistake, a misunderstanding. I was in his room to get him water, to make sure he didn't choke on his own vomit. His wife overreacted, and the hotel blew it out of proportion. I laughed, a bitter sound that echoed in the empty house. You expect me to believe that? You half-dressed in some guy's room at midnight. Lena, I'm not an idiot. I know how it looks, she said, her voice breaking. But I love you. I would never. Love me. But you don't do this to someone you love. My chest burned, a cocktail of rage and heartbreak. I wanted to scream, to cry, to drive to that hotel and see the truth for myself. But I was stuck here 3 states away, drowning in doubt. Dan, let me come home. I'll explain everything. Please. Her sobs were muffled, as if she'd pressed the phone to her cheek. I pictured her in that sterile hotel room, her dark hair tangled, her eyes red. I wanted to hold her. I wanted to hate her. Don't come home yet, I said, my voice cold. I need time. I hung up before she could respond, my heart pounding so hard I thought it might burst. The next hours were a blur. I didn't sleep. I sat on the couch, staring at the security footage Holt emailed me despite my refusal. I couldn't bring myself to open it. Instead, I replayed every moment of our marriage. The late-night talks, the fights, the silences that had grown longer over the past year. Had I missed her? Had I pushed her away? The guilt gnawed at me, even as anger surged. I wasn't perfect, but I didn't deserve this. At dawn, my phone buzzed again. A text from Lena. I'm on the first flight back. I need you to hear me out. I didn't reply. I walked to the bedroom, pulled her sweater from the closet, and pressed it to my face. Lavender. Her scent. My eyes burned, but no tears came. When she arrived, the door creaked open, and there she was, pale, disheveled, her eyes searching mine. Dan, she whispered, stepping forward. I held up a hand, stopping her. Tell me the truth. All of it. She sank onto the couch, her hands twisting in her lap. His name is Mark. A resident like me. We've been close. Not like that, not at first. But last night he kissed me and I didn't stop him right away. I was drunk, confused. I'm so sorry. The words hit like a sledgehammer. I turned away, my vision blurring. You kissed him. It was a mistake, she said, her voice raw. I love you. I don't want to lose us. I faced her, my voice steady despite the storm inside. You already have. Her face crumpled, but before she could speak, my phone buzzed. Another email from Holt. Subject. Additional footage. My stomach dropped. Against my better judgment, I opened it. The video loaded. A grainy hallway, Lena stepping out of a room, her blouse unbuttoned, a man's hand on her wrist. But then another figure. A woman, not the one who caused the scene, slipping into the same room minutes later. The timestamp matched Lena's story. I looked at her, my heart a battlefield of doubt and hope. Who's that woman? Lena's eyes widened. Mark's wife. She was there too. She lied to the hotel, said I was alone with him. The room spun. Betrayal, lies, half-truths. Who was the villain here? Lena's mistake, Mark's wife's deception, or my own refusal to trust? I sank beside her. The distance between us vast yet fragile. We're not okay, I said, my voice barely a whisper. Not yet. She nodded, tears streaming down her face. I'll do whatever it takes. I didn't respond. The truth was a jagged edge, cutting us both. And as the morning light spilled through the window, I realized some betrayals aren't just about the act. They're about the cracks they reveal in everything you thought you knew.